my God, are they holding space? Are they holding space for feminism?
I will have to tell you, look at the moon. That's amazing.
Wow, look at the blue line.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's our pink moon.
So I think this was meant to be the set list for her tour. Love that. But nobody can read it because there's not enough pixels. So her fans, because apparently she has fans, they've been working out what all of these say from the pixels.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, that did work. All right, people at home, if you're living here on Earth and under a rock here on Earth, I will tell you that Gayle King went to space yesterday. She came back safely aboard a Blue Origin capsule along with 5 other incredible women. By the way, this was a historic trip. First all-female commercial space mission ever.
Can I really add astronaut to my resume? Because I look at Mae Jemison and those guys.
You are not a fucking astronaut. You can add floater to your resume because you floated for a bit.
And just to see my name in that company is like, whoa.
Yeah, so we were up there, we had a few minutes of microgravity. And what's amazing is you can get around with just the lightest touch. And they were like, remember, easy goes it. I grabbed on the window, I saw Earth, which was beautiful, and I let go.
The ISS experiences a gravitational force that is about 89% of Earth's gravity at the surface. While the ISS and its occupants appear weightless due to their constant free fall around the Earth, the force of gravity is still acting upon them. So they feel weightless, but they're still being pulled towards Earth by the force of gravity. So it's like 89%. But because you're moving so fucking fast, orbiting so fast, you feel weightless.
Wow. There was somebody upside down in some of the videos. That was you?
Yeah,
That was her.
Me and Amanda, we were upside down.
Just think about her for a second. She was told your dreams are too big, you need to dream small. Cosmetology school was a recommendation. But when I was little, this was never my dream. But even if it was, I wouldn't have seen anybody that looked like me.
A fucking 11-minute trip is not what's inspiring young women. It's really not. It's the actual women who are working at NASA full time. A lot of them who are apparently getting sacked right now. They're the ones who are the actual inspirations. The women who are programming, the women who are engineering, actually engineering. I guarantee you, none of this bullshit. It's like me as a DJ. I am inspired by actual women who DJ. But saying that you're influenced as a woman engineer by this is like me saying, oh, I was really inspired to be a DJ by Paris Hilton. Just so inspiring and like a pinnacle of the art of DJing.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. The experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are.
These incredible shots of Daisy watching you as the rocket, it'll make me cry, as the rocket's going up, and she was so proud. Just kept saying, Mommy. I know you'll feel the same way when you watch it. And you brought a real life Daisy up. It was important for you, not only because it's your daughter's name, but why else was that important to bring?
Daisies are common flowers, but they grow through any condition. They grow through cement, they go through cracks, they grow through walls.
Do they grow in the fucking desert, Katy? I don't think I've ever seen a daisy grow in the desert, but fucking pop off.
They are
feminism.
Are resilient. They are powerful. They are strong. They are everywhere. Flowers are, to me, God's smile, but it's also a reminder of our beautiful earth and the flowers here and God's smile and the beautiful magic that is everywhere.
Can you imagine when she was married to Russell Brand? Can you imagine the conversations that they must have had?
To really appreciate it, remember it, and take care of it and protect it.
Gayle shared with us the song that you sang when you got up there. What a wonderful world. Why was that important to sing that particular song?
Why isn't there footage of that moment when she started singing What a Wonderful World? Oh my God, I see that.
I've covered that song in the past, and obviously like my higher self is always steering the ship because I had no clue that one day I would decide to sing a little bit of that in space. But I think that it's not about me. It's not about singing my songs. It's about collective energy in there. It's about us.
I will promote my tour while I'm there, but it's not about me.
About making space for future women and taking up space and belonging and And it's
We're holding space.
about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit of Earth.
You have
Someone hold my pinky.
done so many incredible things in your life, selling millions of records, selling out stadiums. Where does this experience rate for you?
This experience is second to being a mom. And that's why it was hard for me to go, because that's all my love right there. I have to surrender and trust that the universe is going to take care of me and protect me and also my family.
You had to put your trust in that massive metal bellend. It was the massive metal bellend that was keeping you safe.
That the universe is going to take care of me and protect me and also my family and my daughter. Because, like, I am full up from being able to get that gift of being a mom. And to go to space is incredible, and I wanted to model courage and worthiness and fearlessness. It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, the team, it's the whole thing.
She watched some YouTube videos about string theory. It's all about the research.
I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is up there with all the different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process, because what you're doing is you're really finding the love for yourself. You got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
You're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm launching my tour. And it's really incredible. I'm asking this question for your fans. Will you write a song about this experience?
Oh, for sure, 100%. I got to reveal my set list for the tour on a butterfly. How apropos.
You are now officially an astronaut, and let me just tell you, on behalf of everyone here at Blue Origin, our webcast, and everyone, all of these individuals that put this incredible thing on.
It's a 10 out of 10. That's my review.
10 out of 10.
Definitely go for it. 10 out of 10.
Thanks, Katy Perry. I'll just book my trip on Amazon Prime, shall I? And go next week.
I am feeling so grateful and grounded and honored to be invited and included in this incredible group of women. I am talking to myself every day and going, you're brave, you're bold, you're doing this for the next generation to inspire so many different people, especially young girls, to go, I'll go to space in the future. No limitations. I don't put any limitations on my dreams.
All I have to do as a woman to go to space is become a billionaire first. I'm so inspired.
Reach for the stars every time, and the verbiage, I can't, or I won't, or not for me, it doesn't stay in my mind. Even if it passes through, it's out. Yeah. So I really take a lot of time to control those thoughts. It's gonna be a wild ride, but I know that it's an important moment for the future of commercial space travel and for humanity in general and for women all around.
How am I benefited from this, Katy? Please detail how I, as a woman, have been empowered by this. What?
Of course, I'm going to fly on a rocket very soon. But before I was even going to do that, I was like, I want to fly on tour. So I am flying this year a lot. And my mother calls me Feather, so I think it's very apropos. Okay, so here is a massive butterfly.
Also, she's probably like outdone every one of Taylor Swift's private jet flights with that one trip to space. Well done, Katy Perry. Well done. We don't hate Taylor Swift anymore.
See, that's the thing with me. I don't have any limitations on my dreams, and I'm always open, and I say, why not? And let's just try. And it's never, I can't. It's just, okay, let's do it. Let's try. Let's swing for the stars. I'm really excited about the engineering of it all. I'm excited to learn more about STEM and just the math about what it takes to accomplish this type of thing. I was winding down from a rehearsal the other day, and I was listening to Cosmos by Carl Sagan and reading a book on string theory, and yeah, I was like going to bed. That was definitely helping. I was like, Pythagoras. But I've always been interested in astrophysics and interested in astronomy and astrology and the stars. I feel like we are all made of stardust and we all come from the stars, and it'll be exciting to see them twinkle from that site.
Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin launched an all-female crew today, blasting off on a journey almost 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface.
5, 4, command engine start, 2,
1.
Some notable names among the crew included pop star Katy Perry, journalist Gayle King, and Bezos' fiancée, Lauren Sanchez. The group lifted off in the New Shepard rocket from Blue Origin's West Texas launch site. The flight lasted 10 minutes before returning to Earth. This marks the first all-female space flight crew since the last one recorded back in 1963.
All 6 astronauts are going to start to feel the weightlessness, and shortly thereafter, we're going to let them unbuckle.
And that right there is the most critical milestone of this whole ascent. Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
Pulled out,
That's screaming inside the capsule.
and all be parachuting, and they will slowly inflate. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Congratulations and welcome back to Earth.
11 minutes, guys. It was 11 minutes.
I just have to have a moment with the ground. Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second.
I think is the most upsetting thing, I think, is the shape of the rocket. It was obviously phallic, and I found it self-indulgent and disgusting, quite honestly.
Is that... I mean, surely they would work out the best shape for space flight, Yvonne? It wouldn't be all with that thought in their head, otherwise it wouldn't work. It wouldn't fly.
I've never seen a rocket shaped like this before.
I mean, they're all kind of phallic to a certain extent, aren't they?
This is especially phallic.
It was evolutionarily designed by Evolution Bro to be the most efficient shape for penetrating, impregnating the atmosphere with billionaires in the most efficient fashion possible. The bell end part at the end was evolutionarily designed to scrape out competing billionaires in space that weren't put there by Blue Origin. The bell end part of the rocket was evolutionarily designed to scrape those billionaires out of the orbit. And did you know that a black hole pulsates in order to upsuck the billionaires that are just floating around? Gayle King defends the Blue Origin flight, but somehow makes it sound even more out of touch.
I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends. And this is what I would say to that. Space is not an either or. It's a both. And because you do something in space doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth. What you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth. What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner. Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making
Someone's bullshit alarm went off.
That's number one. Number two, have you been? If you've been and you still feel that way after you come back, please let's have a conversation. Number three, please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, you have never said to an astronaut, what a ride. We duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. This is what bothers me, because...
Do you have $1 billion to go to space? Fucking talk to me when you do. You wouldn't know, you freaking earthlings scuttling around on your planet like peasants. Come back to me when you've spent 11 minutes floating around in a metal belen. Come back to me.
Number
Once you've
two,
done that.
what Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner.
She's reminding me of Mr. Beast with his contraption that he made with Mark Rober to take all of the plastic out of the ocean with his little boat that sucks up plastic bottles. That's basically what Jeffrey Bezos is saying that he's going to do. Just take loads of trash from the earth and shoot it out into space. It's fucking pointless. What you need to do is stop doing the things that are creating the trash in the first place. It's just so out of touch.
Have you been?
No, honey.
I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life. Who would have thunk it? Not me. And how inspired they are. I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it.
Olivia and Amy both taking aim at the space flight, and the 6 women crew that included Katy Perry and Gayle King. Amy posting this sarcastic Insta video.
I'm bringing this thing. It has no meaning to me, but it was in my bag.
I just think about, like, it's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
Think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
I feel anybody that's criticizing doesn't really understand what is happening here.
At yesterday's press conference after landing, Gail was passionate in her defense of their journey.
I'm blown away by the people that are really, we've had some cranky Yankees and haters. I'm not going to let you steal our joy, but most people are really excited and cheering us on and realize what this mission means to young women, young girls, and boys too. You get comments about, why are you spending all that money in space? What about here on Earth? I was one of those people, actually. Well, I spent a lot of money on that. And then you get involved and you start listening and you start learning.
We advance science today. More people are going to be able to do meaningful research with Blue Origin because we collected data. We contributed to the knowledge base. We flight qualified hardware so that more people could use our hardware to fly. It is bigger than the criticism. We are inspiring the world right now.
It's cringe. It's great that she's an engineer, but why is she girl bossing it so hard? I feel like it's not a realistic expectation of what women in tech like. Women in tech do not have perfect makeup. They're not amazingly good at public speaking mostly. They're kind of fucking awkward nerds who aren't very public facing people and they just want to get on with their work. They're not like, we're helping women. Here's my inspirational music. And a lot of women, me included, find that kind of girl boss feminism just the opposite of inspiring. I've always found this kind of girl boss feminism cringe. Like, it's put me off feminism. Not that I'm not a feminist, obviously I am, but if that was my only perception of feminism, this kind of girl boss, inspirational speaker kind of shit, I would be like, this is bullshit. I've always been inspired by actual women who are doing things and getting on with the work. I know a lot of other women are very much the same as me. I always despised this whole forced aesthetic feminism thing. I always despised it. Yeah, it's very white, very Western kind of feminism.